Hi there. Today I'm doing a cabin tour of our interior virtual balcony cabin number 7715 on board Anthem of the Seas. Hi, it's Trish from A Kiwi Australian Travels. Welcome to the channel and to our cabin tour.
Well, we knew that our cabin is at the aft of the ship. Outside the lifts, there's always this very handy graphic. So, here we go. We have an interior balcony room 7715. We're right at the aft of the ship. We're actually above 270, so it'll be interesting to see whether we get noise in the evening when Spectra's Cabaret is on. All right, so features of the room. First of all, the bed is a king-sized bed. Well, it's really two singles pushed together, but they're generally pretty comfortable. Okay, let's have a look at the outlets. We have one American socket on one side of the bed. We, of course, being Australian, have converters. For that, we always bring several travel adapters with us. The phone is here. I'm just checking to see if there are any outlets behind the phone. There aren't. Okay, so each side has a bedside light. And now, here is our TV. There'll be a remote for it on the desk there, over to one side. Now, we are diamond now, so we each get 4 drink vouchers a day. We decided we'd just go for a soda package, but because we like bottled water and that's not included in the soda package, we ordered some bottles of water and also some bottles of San Pellegrino, which is something I'm rather fond of. Now, note a few other things. We have a jug with some mugs, so that's useful. You don't always get that on a cruise ship. Let's have a look at the storage. So we've got soft close drawers. The very top one has a box of tissues, which is useful, and we have a set of 4 drawers. We have another drawer here which contains a hairdryer, and this one here has the fridge. Ta-da! One empty fridge. Fridges are useful, of course. Now, speaking of storage, I forgot to mention the above bed storage. Those 2 wooden things above the bed are actually storage cabinets. If I just go forward and look at that, you can see there's a fair bit of storage in each one. Now, what else do we have as we come through? We have a nice comfortable sitting chair. Now, we have a curtain, but it is not a curtain to a balcony. It is a curtain to the virtual balcony. So the virtual balcony is just a large TV screen with a feed from a camera on the bow of the ship. So you get a remote control for it, I believe, or at least we did on the last cruise. We had a remote control for the normal TV and a remote control for the virtual balcony. So that's kind of nice. You can see outside, but it doesn't dim at night, which it's interesting at night. I can show you that later. Nice number of hangers there. We have a bar here. Now what this is for is if you have someone who doesn't need a full-length wardrobe, you can basically get 2 hanging spaces there. Now obviously I've got some dresses and so we won't be using the bar, but we don't need that much hanging space. It's only an 8-night cruise, so we won't be short on storage for that, I'm sure. Okay, now the bathroom. Let's inspect our cruise ship bathroom. Aha, here's the first plus. It is a shower door rather than a shower screen. That's always nice to have. Right, just walking in, you can see we have a soap dish. We have hair and body wash, which is Salt and Breeze. The shower head itself is a fairly standard shower head. You can remove that off the thing. So if you want to direct the shower in specific places, you can, which is nice. So we also have the footrest, which is quite helpful. And there's somewhere there's a little hanging space inside the shower and a little hanging space outside the shower. So that's useful if you're drying your swimsuits and so on. Notice on the back of the door as well, there is more space to hang things. Okay, that's the shower. Let's have a look at the rest of the area. We've got some shelves for storing your toiletries on the right-hand side. And right at the top, I don't know how well you can see that. It's hard to get the camera to focus on it, but that's the PowerPoint for a shaver, so that you know what to expect there. Okay, we have a fairly standard sink. Again, Salt Breeze soap. There we go. They've got a couple of face cloths for us, which is great. A little bit of shelving there with the bin. And of course, you've got your toilet. Now notice the way that the button is to flush the toilet. You have to have the lid down. And although that might seem strange, on a cruise ship that's actually a really good idea, because if the ship is experiencing a lot of motion, you don't want to have the lid up when you flush. Just trust me on that. Okay, now coming out, let's see if there's anything I missed. Well, I don't think I had a really good look at the desk. So the desk is rather full at the moment of bottles of water, but here we go, the all-important plug arrangement. So there's a European plug, and I like the placement of that one because I do have an adapter which... Well, I've got a device to plug in there, so I do have a European-based adapter, and we have 2 more American plugs. Note that there is no Australian plug. You do need adapters for that. We have a chair so I can put up on my laptop and I can do video editing or just play computer games or answer emails, all those sorts of things. And finally, we have a mirror, always useful when you're getting ready to go out to your favourite dinner venue, whether it be the buffet or the dining room or one of the specialty restaurants. You can check yourself out to see whether you're dressed the way you want to be. So this is the virtual balcony at night, and you can see that the fairly low resolution camera gives us a huge amount of pixelation. So you really do need those curtains on at night, especially as we don't have a remote control for the virtual balcony in this Royal Caribbean cabin.
Thanks for watching Kiwi Australian Travels. Bye for now.
For adjusting the temperature. That's it. Hello, Rob. Come in.
What are you doing? You're done, eh?
Yeah.